WhatsApp for Apple Watch is finally here. And in this video, I'll tell you how to download it, everything that it can do, its little hidden features, its limitations, and something that you really need to know about. So let me show you everything that it can do first. As you can see, we get WhatsApp for the Apple Watch. This isn't clickbait. After years of waiting, we can finally browse and send messages on our wrist. So as you can see, we can browse through our WhatsApp chats. If you hold on a chat, or if you swipe right or left, it won't do anything. All it will basically let you do is browse through them. And then you can obviously tap on a specific chat and you can browse through your conversations as well. There's a lot to go through. So first of all, you can obviously read text messages right on your wrist, which is something that is so incredibly useful, especially when you're out and about. You can also see if your message that you've sent has been delivered or has been read or has been unread. As you can see right here, it is obviously compatible with emojis and even with memes as well. So something to note is a tiny limitation that WhatsApp for Apple Watch has is that if you send GIFs, it won't work. So this GIF right here, for example, is actually a squirrel moving, but in this case, it's just sent like a standard image. But as you can see, standard stickers will send as stickers, but the moving stickers will remain still. Now, if we scroll to the bottom of the chat, as you can see, we can reply via text or via voice message, which I'm going to show you that in just a second. But before we do that, I wanted to show you that if you hold on a specific message, you can tap back, same on WhatsApp for iPhone. You can now do it on your watch. Now, as you can see, these are the only emojis that you can reply that message with. You've got the thumbs up, the heart, the laughing, the pray, the thank you, the crying, the wow, the clap, the in love, and the crying emoji. So just like that, I can tap heart. And as you can see, I'll be able to tap back to that person. Now, as you can see, if I hold on it, the desired emoji that you've chosen will be highlighted on green, which is very useful as well to have it right on your wrist. Something to note is if someone sends you a voice message, you can tap play.
By the way, can you send me the location again? And do you know if there is any available parking spot there?
You'll be able to listen to voice messages on Apple Watch. This has been a feature that I've been waiting for years because we've always gotten notifications, hey, you just got a voice message, and you always had to open up your iPhone and then listen to it. But now you can do it all from your wrist. Now, there's playback control, so you can actually go back 5 seconds and listen to it. You can skip 5 seconds as well. And you can obviously listen to the voice message directly from the speaker of your Apple Watch as well. There are some limitations to this. I'll mention it later on this video, but just to let you know that you can totally do that. Now, the chat will show you the profile photo of that person and the phone number of that person as well. For obvious reasons, you'll see the phone number blurred, but it shows up right here. You cannot tap on the profile photo and make it larger, but you can obviously see it. Now, if we go back, let me show you all of the different reply options that WhatsApp for Apple Watch gives us. So if we tap on message, depending on the Apple Watch you have, in this case, I've got the Series 11, so it is allowing me to reply to the message via the keyboard on the Apple Watch. Now you can reply using the keyboard, as I'm saying, and it will also give you different suggestions on if I'm saying yes, maybe it's asking me, do you want to say yesterday? Or if I say yes, do you just want to give that person a thumbs up? You can obviously reply with different emojis as well. If you tap on this little number, you'll obviously also be able to open up the number pad. If you tap this, you'll even get more different characters. Something else to note is if you swipe up right here, you can actually change the different languages. For example, I'm always texting either in Spanish or in Catalan in my case. So I can tap on Catalan, for example. I can also dictate using my voice. So now I can dictate depending on the language. If I tap on this little icon right here on the bottom corner, it will also give me different options on how to write that message reply. So the first one that I showed you was the keyboard. The second one is the Scribble, which is actually a very underrated Apple Watch feature. So you can basically simple write letter by letter just like that. And once you do get used to it, you can write really fast. If you want to do a space, you simply tap right here. And yeah, you can do it very quickly. You don't have to wait for the letter to load. You can simply keep on writing, and it's actually pretty fast. And if you are in a very quiet situation, that's probably the best option to go with also the keyboard. But my personal favorite is obviously using dictation. So with dictation, you can simply dictate whatever you want, and it will convert that voice into text so you can send it to that person. Something to note about dictation is that you can actually scroll with the digital crown if you want to correct something. Maybe you want to delete a specific message, or you can even tap on a specific word and you can also replace that word, which is really useful as well. So imagine it got this word right here. I can simply tap on you and it's now replacing it. Now, before I tell you about more features, I wanted to show you this, which is today's sponsor, but it will absolutely blow your mind. This is the Anti-Gravity A1, and it's the world's first 360 8K drone. You see, with regular drones, you're technically just flying a camera, but this experience is totally different. You basically put on the goggles and you feel like you're literally flying. The experience is so unique because since it's a 360 drone, it captures everything around it in 8K. So what this basically means for you is that you kind of just fly all over the place and then you can reframe everything in post. If you use the Anti-Gravity app, you can use the auto edit tool, which will basically let AI edit the video for you. Now, the vision goggles themselves are really light, only 340 grams. And with each eye, you get this extremely sharp 2.5K micro OLED display. There's even an auto display, so people next to you can see what the drone is seeing as well. It becomes a shared experience instead of just the pilot having fun. Now, the way that you control the drone is also extremely unique. So you use free motion and you basically just point wherever you want to go and pull the trigger and the drone will follow. It is super intuitive and anybody can just start flying it in seconds. You've got incredible obstacle avoidance, auto return to home, and so much more. If you want to try out the Anti-Gravity for yourself, you can hit the link in my bio to shop. Anti-Gravity, thank you so much for sponsoring this portion of this video and obviously also for making such a sick drone. I personally believe that the best feature on WhatsApp for Apple Watch is this right here, the ability to send voice messages directly from my wrist. Now, do keep in mind that you can only send 8-second voice messages with Apple Watch. As you can see, once the timer is done, you won't be able to send longer messages. So you're gonna have to open up your iPhone if you want to do a long voice message. I don't believe that there's a limit on iPhone, but there is on Apple Watch. It's only 8 seconds, which I guess for quick messages, it does make sense, but hopefully WhatsApp will make longer messages on the Apple Watch. Once that 8-second is over, which by the way, you can obviously stop it if you want to do an even shorter voice message, you can listen to it. Messages directly from my wrist. Now, do keep in mind that you can only... And then if you're happy with it, you can tap on send. Let me actually reply to Arnau for the parking message that he was asking me about. Yes, you can park at the parking spot. There is a parking spot underneath the restaurant tomorrow. Bye-bye. You can tap on stop recording. So once again, as I said, you don't have to send that 8-second and boom, just like that, you've now sent a voice message on your wrist. It's truly like James Bond, and I'm just so happy that WhatsApp finally has an Apple Watch. Now, there's a tiny little stupid hidden feature. If you go at the bottom, so like even more down than the message icon, you'll get suggestions. Now, what this will basically do is, depending on the message that you've been sent, you've been given different, default replies, such as see you later, on my way, yes, no, which are usually replies that you send most of the times and could be useful on your day-to-day. And here we go, notifications on Apple Watch with WhatsApp finally are useful, because before we could only read the message, but now you can do a couple things. You can tap on reply, which will obviously bring you directly to that. Now, with the notification, you'll also be able to react with it with those emojis that I was telling you about before. You can even tap this right here, which is a voice message. So there's so much that this notification now gives you, which is so useful. As you can see, if I tap on this right here, it will redirect me to a voice message, which is just so freaking useful as well. Also, here's what happens when somebody calls you from WhatsApp on Apple Watch. So you'll get a notification, but the problem is that you won't be able to answer it. The only option that it gives you is it tells you who's calling you, and then you can tap on decline, which I wish honestly that you could reply on phone calls with your Apple Watch. I feel like it should be when somebody calls you on your iPhone that you can simply pick up, because I feel like for quick interactions, having notifications, having phone calls on Apple Watch is just so freaking useful. Also, while we're talking about phone calls, if somebody calls you inside of WhatsApp and you miss the call, it will also show up in your chat missed voice call, as you can see. Also, when you get a notification and somebody sends you a photo now, we've always had the problem with us as WhatsApp users that the photo was never readable. It was always showing like blurry photo, just like this. But now we can finally see the full res image. You can tap on that notification and it will redirect you straight to the chat. As you can see, before it just showed blurry, but you can now tap on it and it will now start downloading that image. You can tap on it and you can boom. And with the digital crown, you can scroll up and down. You can't zoom on the image, but it's still very nice that you can quickly glance on it. And here's another tiny limitation that WhatsApp for Apple Watch has. This says unsupported. What this is a video. So WhatsApp for Apple Watch does not support videos yet. Hopefully soon once again, but that's another tiny limitation that it has. But group chats also work inside of WhatsApp for Apple Watch. So if we tap on our family group, for example, it won't show anything. It won't show who's in the group, but you'll be able to access the group. You'll be able to see all of the different photos from your different family members and friends straight from the group. I love the fact that WhatsApp for Apple Watch kind of snaps on the images. As you can see, as I'm scrolling with my digital crown, it's kind of like snapping on photo to photo, which is also useful since you've got such a small experience. It's a very simple experience, which makes it once again very useful. Now that I've shown you everything that WhatsApp for Apple Watch can do, let me show you how to install WhatsApp for Apple Watch, because there's a little bit of confusion here. So the first thing that you got to do is be on WhatsApp's latest version, which is version 25.32.77, or obviously above. Once you have that latest update, WhatsApp for Apple Watch should automatically show up. So you can see WhatsApp is already promoting WhatsApp for Apple Watch. And then once you're on your latest update, you're going to want to go to your Watch app on your iPhone and then scroll to the bottom, and WhatsApp should show up right here. I've personally already got it installed, so it shows up right here. And if you have WhatsApp right here on the top, it should automatically show up directly on your watch. It's that easy. You simply tap on this right here, show app on Apple Watch, make sure to have it activated, and it should show up right there. Now, there's a couple things to note and a couple limitations on the app itself. So WhatsApp for Apple Watch is only available for Apple Watch Series 4 and above. Obviously, all Ultra models will adopt it. So if you've got Series 3 and under, it will not work. You also need to be in a very new software update on Apple Watch. We're currently in watchOS 11 now, but it's compatible only with watchOS 10 and above. Once again, you need to be on the latest software update on WhatsApp on the iPhone in order to appear on the watch, which is great. So what do I think overall on WhatsApp for the Apple Watch? I feel like for the basic functions is honestly what makes this so useful. I've been waiting to see the notifications with images since the launch of the Apple Watch. I always needed to open up my iPhone to just see basic functions. And then just the ability to send at least 8-second voice memos on my Apple Watch. I've been using it daily on how useful it is, because simply having a dedicated button to reply with a voice message on your wrist just makes it just so useful once again. There are obviously a lot of limitations that it has, but these are hopefully features that will come in a future software update. So first off, you cannot start a phone call, not even a video call. So if someone calls you on video, you won't be able to obviously accept it. The Apple Watch does not have a camera, but I feel like it could be very cool to just raise up your wrist and see the person. Maybe that person is showing you something and you still want to see it. Your camera can be off, but that's not a thing. You can't even do phone calls. You can't even accept phone calls on the Apple Watch yet. Videos is something that I was kind of upset about, but once again, hopefully it will come in a future update. I want to see videos on my wrist. I feel like videos are a sort of communication in a basic communication app. I kind of want those memes and stickers to be live. I have tons of them on my iPhone. Meta AI is also a great feature on WhatsApp for the iPhone and on iPad, but obviously not available on Apple Watch. And something that I was kind of hoping for as well is this right here. So if I go on my complications and search for the W for WhatsApp, I was very surprised that WhatsApp does not have any complications on the Apple Watch, which is such a simple thing to add. Meta, if you're watching this video, it would seriously be such a useful feature to have a dedicated complication, maybe to start a new chat, maybe it's a dedicated chat, or maybe it's a simple complication to simply open up WhatsApp just by a tap. I feel like complications is a basic feature on the Apple Watch, but once again, at least we have an app. I've been talking about WhatsApp for Apple Watch since I first started the channel. I've made tons of videos on where is WhatsApp for the Apple Watch? Where is it? The first thing that anybody asks me always whenever they buy an Apple Watch is like, how can I install WhatsApp for the Apple Watch? Well, we now can. We don't need to use any third-party apps. We now have an official Apple Watch app. If you enjoyed this video, obviously hit subscribe. Or if you want to keep learning about the Apple Watch, I can show you how to make your Apple Watch really useful. You can tap on this video right here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.